We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
On play action, Young. Lets it fly for Thielen. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Now Jones throwing on 4th down and unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Young. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Five yards remain on 2nd down. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The play fake. Now Young. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll go again with Sanders. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Young takes it on the sneak, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Up the middle with Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Barkley inside handoff. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Giants at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now Jones. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He is going nowhere as he... behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, Jones. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's Palmer on the jet sweep. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And they'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Young to throw it. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Now the Giants will use the...
Bro, for an old head, you playing like a little bitch. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We step aside. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Throwing Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Sanders. And he's got some space here.
And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Come on. Look at our team. 79 Broncos.
Right back to Sanders on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Check Bobcat.
On the jet sweep, this is Marshall.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. A give running left. It's Sanders. Uses the stiff arm. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Young's throw here on target to Hurst.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
From the red zone now, Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion, and sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Jones now on 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darren Waller as the first half is winding down.
And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals, they all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On 2nd and 9, Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know. Heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here's Jones on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Young on third down. Taking a shot here for Marshall. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Well, following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ready, set.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. It's Young off play action. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Playing success in this game already. 2 touchdown catches, but that was a very dangerous throw. But you have to understand, with 2 catches already for touchdowns, they're going to try and force it to him at times as well.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Jones throwing on first down. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, here's Barkley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
On second down now, Tompkins, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Jones able to find Waller. That's complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
19, 18.
Young. He's going to let it fly. And the pass is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Tompkins. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 135 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Tompkins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Here's Young. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Giants, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.